Good morning, baseball fans, baseball lovers, DFS heads. My name's Tim Williams. If you're new to the channel, I'll be breaking down MLB slates and DFS slates. We've been practicing doing some spring training, heading into the MLB season, which starts this week. I am pumped and I cannot wait. I don't want to waste any of your time, so let's just jump right in. We got the Red Sox going against the Braves. Braves are favorited here. Tanner Houck going against Ian Anderson. Houck is probably going to get that fifth spot with Eduardo Rodriguez injured. Houck hasn't been all that great, showed flashes of brilliance last season. So far this spring, 8.53 ERA in 6.1 innings, 6 hits, 6 earned runs, gave up a home run, walked 10 guys, and 4 strikeouts. Red Sox as a team on fire. If you've been stacking these guys, there's a good chance you've been winning some cash. Second in average, 9th in on-base percentage, 3rd in home runs, and then 13th in strikeouts. Not so bad. I'll take it. These guys have been lights out. Hitting-wise, it's just been fun to watch. Pitching, Red Sox have been kind of average. I look forward to watching them this year because of the way they're hitting the ball. And if the pitchers can keep the ball in the yard, they actually might be, playoff contender. We'll see. But right in the middle, ERA, whip, nothing fancy there. 20th in home runs allowed, 22nd in strikeouts. So those numbers hopefully can improve for them. But in play today, Chavis is mashing righties. Kike Hernandez, Xander Bogaerts, Cordero is playing his first back-to-back this spring training. They have power on this team. They're a fun team to stack. On the other side, the Braves are favorited again. Ian Anderson on the mound hasn't been all that great so far in spring. So this could be a bounce back for Ian Anderson. I'm not favoriting the Red Sox in today's game as far as like guys I want to stack personally, because you never know. Ian Anderson could have a lights out game. That's just the pitcher he is. However, he is struggling a little bit. 5.17 ERA, 15.2 innings pitched, 9 hits, 9 earned runs, gave up 2 home runs, 4 walks, 19 strikeouts. So you're betting on the strikeouts. And the Red Sox, right in the middle as far as strikeouts go. A little bit of a risk for Anderson or playing Anderson, but Braves hitting wise, 20th in average, 12th in on base percentage. So they, that average will probably go up once the season starts. 18th in home runs, 20th in strikeouts. So kind of average there. Pitching wise, 18th in ERA, 17th in whip. And then 9th in home runs allowed and 10th in strikeouts. So they are striking guys out. They are allowing home runs as well. If you're building a Brave stack today, guys in play would be like Ozuna, Freeman, Swanson. Moving on, Blue Jays, Phillies. We don't have either lineups here, but we got TJ Zeuch. I could be saying that wrong. Zeuch. 1.29 ERA, 7 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 1 strikeout. Not a guy I'm probably going to roster here today going against Zach Eflin. Blue Jays hitting wise, Blue Jays as a team have been pretty solid. So they've been super fun to watch. 18th in average, 19th in on base percentage, 13th in home runs. They are stealing bases. They're not striking out so much. Kind of a safe stack, if you will. Pitching wise, 2nd in ERA, 1st in whip, lights out, striking out guys, not allowing home runs, looks solid. We'll look to see who they are starting today in their lineup, but going forward, I think we're going to see a lot of regulars here with the winding down spring training games. But Guerrero, Biggio, Springer, if he's in, I know he's been kind of hurt. Semien, those 1 through 5 guys I would kind of look at for the Blue Jays. On the Philly side, Eflin, keep an eye out. He's kind of got a back injury. He is starting, and he looks to be on track to, start in the rotation this year. Probably going to keep my hands off on this one, judging with the injury and stuff like that. But 6 innings pitched, 3 hits allowed. He's actually been pitching very well. No walks, 7 strikeouts. Phillies 24th in average, 24th in on base percentage. The average, home run wise, they are striking out too. I don't like a whole lot in this game in general. Pitching wise for the Phillies, 10th in ERA, 13th in whip. Overall, not a sexy matchup here, but if you're building a Philly stack, Harper, McCutchen, Gene Segura, guys like that, Didi perhaps. Moving on. Astros, Nationals favorited. Jake Odorizzi, Strasburg. I love this game. I'm going to target this game most likely. Odorizzi making his second start. He was kind of a late addition, late signing. So he's, trying to get the wheels going there. So I'm going to try to feast on that. I'm going to attack on that. He's pitched 1 inning so far, 6 hits, 7 earned runs, 4 freaking home runs, 2 walks. The guy just doesn't have it right now. He needs a little bit of time. And this is the type of matchup where I'm going to attack. Astros pitching wise, they've been kind of average. They are allowing home runs. They're not striking guys out. So once it gets to the bullpen, I still kind of like the Nationals hitters here. And then Astros hitting wise, 28th in average, 26th in on base percentage. They're not hitting home runs. They had some injuries and they have some regulars back now. So they're not going to be all that bad, but just a team that, is slow out the gate. I'm going to kind of stay away here, maybe attack them, early on in the season. If you are creating a Astro stack, which might not be a bad thing, Bregman, Alvarez, Tucker are the 3 that I would kind of build around. Nationals got Strasburg pitching. He hasn't been that great either. 4.5 ERA, 6 innings pitched, 4 hits allowed, 4 earned runs, 7 walks, 7 strikeouts. So there is a lot of risk here. However, he's probably in one of the best matchups on this slate. Pitching wise or hitting wise for the Nationals, they're 8th in average, 4th in on base percentage at a 3.48 average, 18th in home runs, 24th in strikeouts. So they're not really striking out so much. They can't hit the ball. They're just getting on base. This team is clicking right now. Pitching wise, 9th in ERA, 11th in WHIP, not giving up a lot of home runs, not really striking out a ton of guys either, but Strasburg can strike guys out. In play, I love picking, 4 or 5 guys in this lineup here. You can only either start one or the other, but Bell or Zimmerman at first. Turner, Schwarber, Harrison, Gomes at catcher even. These guys are just hitting righties hard. Castro, if he's in the lineup, and then Robles is batting 9th. I think the batting order they're giving us today is kind of similar of what we're going to see going forward. So I like the Nats here a lot. Tigers, Yankees finally. The Tigers throwing out Jose Urena, and then you have German going against, or on the Yankees side. Yankees are clear favorites here. Tigers cannot hit the ball. They are 27th in average, 23rd in on base percentage, 23rd in home runs, and then striking out, 7th in the league. So I like that. Attack that. German looks pretty good here. Pitching wise for the Tigers, surprisingly pretty decent. Maybe good bullpen, decent starters. Something's working there. 6th in ERA, 8th in WHIP. Right in the middle with like home runs and strikeouts there. If you're going to play Tigers hitters, guys who are in play would be Candelario, Reyes, Ramos, decent option. Wouldn't stack them, but would, if you need a catcher, Ramos looks decent. If you need a third baseman, et cetera, et cetera. Yankee side, German's been nasty so far. He is going to get that 5th spot in the rotation. So he might get, 4 or 5 innings today just to kind of build up that arm strength. Hasn't allowed an earned run yet. 9 innings pitched, 5 hits, walked 1, struck out 13. So 13 strikeouts looks good against a Tigers team who does strike out a lot. So I think my favorite pitcher perhaps would be German. Again, nothing's guaranteed in baseball, but Yankees hitting wise, not great, toward the bottom of the league, except for home runs. We all know that they can hit home runs. They are the Bronx Bombers after all. Pitching wise, they have been nasty. So, 3rd in ERA, 2nd in WHIP, 3rd in strikeouts. The pitching just looks good. And if you're building a Yankee stack today, Torres, Bruce has 2 home runs against Urena. Hicks, Stanton, DJ's an obvious one. So the Yankees look like a pretty decent option here, being the clear and best favorites on this slate. I hope this helped you. I can't wait for baseball to start. Again, my name is Tim Williams. I have been breaking down these spring training games. It's been a lot of fun. I've learned a lot so far. And we're going to be breaking down nearly every, slate going forward on DraftKings right here on this channel. So if this helped you out, would love a big thumbs up. Really appreciate it. If you like baseball content, this is the spot for you. Subscribe, do whatever you want. The outreach and the connection with you guys has been super, super fun. So I really appreciate it. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.